Hello, and welcome. My name is Kevin. This is Do It for Bruce. We're here in CK3. We are starting off our week of time lapses with a banger on our road to Royal Court. Today, the time lapse is going to be a Roman Empire revival. Thank you to Zemez for this suggestion. We got our Imperator Justinian, Immortal 100 stat soul, to see if he can use his abilities to restore the Holy Roman Empire. Well, not the Holy Roman Empire, the original Roman Empire to its former glory. The neat thing about having the Roman Empire is that you have the ability to declare war on countless enemies for restoring imperial provinces such as the Duchy of Sardinia. We've also gone ahead and given him a reformed Hellenism Greco-Roman faith. We've switched one of the tenets out with warmongering so that he has a more likelihood of being aggressive and such. So my couple guesses is that he's going to be able to do it. I don't think he'll be able to do the whole thing, but I think he will make a huge purple blob that isn't the Byzantine Empire so that we can enjoy that. I think Hellenism will become one of the dominant faiths in the world. Those two are good predictions for now. We shall see what happens, and I will see you in the post. 461 years in the future, and we are the world is completely dominated by the Roman Empire. It looks like, for the most part, they are the supreme power outside of a couple regional powers here and there, who have done pretty well for themselves. I'm mostly surprised that Francia somehow has stayed alive. The fact that they've grown alongside the Roman Empire means like there's some sort of collusion. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but it feels like there's some dirty activities going on. I'm not sure who's paying who off and how that occurred, but I feel like the Roman Empire at 147,000 troops should be able to steamroll 80k troops from Francia, but they did not. Complete control over most of the Roman Empire except for its Iberian and Gallic tribes, as well as the Britons. For some reason, they never really made their way up here, but they do control most of Africa. They control farther into the east than they ever did. They took over Persia as well as Russia. They never ever got this far, and almost as far as over here. Wow, surprisingly enough. But that's probably because all of their vassals are also their faith, so they're all aggressive boys in themselves. Speaking of faith, let's look around at our faith. We have Hellenes as our, my guess is the number one. Asatru somehow still surviving, even though it's an unreformed faith, which you feel like after a certain point these boys convert over, but for whatever reason they did not. Wow, that is very surprising. But let's look at numbers and see what the truth is. And it looks like Hellenism is number one, like I predicted. But that was an easy prediction, especially when it comes to having an immortal at the helm, and then Catholicism, and then Ashari. Look at culture and see how well the Romans spread the good word. It looks like they've retaken most of Italy and parts of North Africa. The Butri event fired, so they were not completely in control of Carthage and all that. They are trying to retake their old holdings in Greece. This is the first time that Greek is not adopted. French, though, still heavy hitter out here. Absolutely killing it. Let us look now at government types. I wish we had imperial systems, but unfortunately we only have feudal and clan, as well as republican theocracies. Our kingdom titles, looks like Sicily and what is this kingdom? This disgusting kingdom of, looks like a clan kingdom. Yeah. It's a feudal kingdom of Epius, has lands all over here. But let's look at our empire. It looks, surprisingly enough, for whatever reason, the Roman Empire did not take any de jure land or force any de jure land. They've decided to not leave their imprint on the world. Development, yeah, I was expecting Rome to be overdeveloped for sure, or at development max, because our boy is a learned man who probably went down all the learned trees to find out all the learned information. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Usually these time lapses have the potential to fizzle out pretty quickly because either the immortal dies or just isn't as aggressive as you'd like it to see. But this time he did. Justinian, our boy, the Imperator, the last emperor, hopefully the last emperor of Rome, came through for us all. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a good rest of your day. See you tomorrow with another time lapse. Ciao, ciao.